if you can start to see life as a journey and an exploration, it makes your mind expand because now if your eyes are open, you say, wow, make more money in your job, or you just want to get in better shape, or you just want to have better relationships.
So welcome to another amazing David Wong meditation technology webinar. And today we're going to talk about how to attract abundance. In the last 2 weeks, we've been talking about how to attract abundance. There's episode 1, episode 2, and now we're doing episode 3. So welcome back. If you're returning, if you're new for the first time, welcome. I'm David Wong. Thanks for coming. And I see we have a lot of people here today. Today is a beautiful day here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Nice sunny weather. I hope that you're enjoying your weather wherever you are right now. And how this usually works is we're going to do a guided meditation, guided Qigong meditation. We're going to do a little bit of education about Qi energy and meditation and life skills and how to attract abundance. And then we have some Q&A and then we share different things. Always start with meditation. Okay, let's do the meditation first so that we get our energy flowing. It also helps us to balance our minds so that we'll be more open-minded for the education. That makes sense, right? Okay, so keep drawing in energy to your head, to the middle of your head, then let it wash through the inside of your body. Once again, draw energy and use your middle finger to guide it specifically to that crown chakra, the third eye chakra. And then imagine the white light going to the inside of your head, to the middle. Imagine there's a white marble of light. And then once you can feel that, then let the marble slowly drop down your body inside and let the marble stay to where your belly button is inside, then relax. So bring this marble through your third eye to the middle of your head, then let it flow inside of your body down to your dantian. Feel the marble there and then relax. Now we're going to gather energy to our dantian. Hold it there. Feel that marble inside and then relax. Gather energy from in front of you. And relax. Use your middle finger to guide it right to your belly button. Let that marble of light go inside of your body. Feel it there. Then relax. Gather in front of you, white energy. That white energy becomes a marble, goes through your belly button, goes inside your body. You can feel that white energy ball inside of you. Then relax. Okay, next one. I'm going to gather energy from below. Actually, let's do this one. Okay, so gather energy from your knees, bring it up to your stomach, and then flip your hands over and relax. Gather energy. And then go like this. Bring it up to your stomach, and then say, ha. So imagine you are scooping up this water. You're actually standing in a pool of water. Let's say it's about waist high, and you're just scooping that water from your knees, and you're scooping this water up, and then you're just letting it drop. And you're breathing in as you come up, and then when you breathe out with a ha sound, that's when you let it go. All right. Now stand up straight again, and then just go back to that original position we in, and then just center yourself for a second. Do the breathing and just focus on your belly. Next, I want you to widen your stance once more, and then just imagine there's this energy ball that is orbiting around your body, and then you are watching it with your eyes as it goes and orbits your body, and then your hands are there to guide it along as well. So feel that energy ball moving behind you. Feel that energy ball moving to your left, to the front. So just orbiting around you. And you should feel some kind of tingling in the back of your head. You know the feeling you have when somebody's looking at you from behind your head? You kind of feel something there. That's the feeling that you should have when you imagine that that energy ball is behind you, and you're kind of aware of it. Use your consciousness to feel it behind you. You know it's there as it moves from the right to the left. And once you do this, you might feel something actually moving in your head. Awareness is moving inside your head. So keep your hands relaxed. The hands are just there to guide the process. So I think you can use your hands to follow the energy rather than use your hands to, let's say, drive the energy along. You're using your mind to imagine this ball orbiting around you, and your hands are there just to follow that energy as it moves around your body. Let's go the other direction. So going behind, to the right, in front, to the left, behind you. And just feel the flow of energy outside of your body. The breathing should be breathing out or breathing in, and then breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. All right, and the next one,
I lean to one side, I lift this hand, I raise my heel off the ground, and then as this hand comes down, I raise this side, I lift my heel off the ground, and so on. I lift my right heel off the ground, I lift my left heel off the ground. And as you're doing this, do it really slow. And what you want to imagine is that you have water. Let's say these are two big glasses of water. And then when you go to one side, the water kind of flows into this leg. And then as you go back to the other side, the water slowly flows over to this leg. And as you go over, as you shift to one side, the water slowly flows over to this leg. And then as you move and shift back, water slowly flows to the other side. So breathe out, breathe in, and then out. Breathe in, and then out. Now the next one, just some slapping. So slap this part of your body. There's a like a gap here between your shoulder and your chest. There's a gap, a space there. So hit that with this meeting part underneath your thumb. Hit that part with there. So hit that, swing from side to side and hit that part. Just slap it. And that's your lung meridian. And you're activating, loosening up that meridian. When I go for a walk, I'm always doing these Qigong exercises while I'm walking, which is a nice way to relax and also practice your Qigong. And when I do it, I I do my walk and I'm slapping myself like this and use the momentum of your swinging arms to do it as you're walking. So I think there's a lot of people on the webinar, so it's slowing down the connection. But this is going to be recorded, so we need to go back to watch something that was missed, and you can just rush the recording that we'll release later. Okay, next I want you to slap your back like this. So what I'm doing is I'm using the back of my knuckles to slap the back of my kidneys there, just lightly. So your kidneys are your adrenaline glands, gives you energy. So this helps you wake up your adrenal glands above your kidneys. And it's also helpful for people who have back pain because you're actually massaging your back. A lot of back pain is caused by your having too much tension in your digestion, pain in your digestive system. And what that does is actually pulls your nerves and gives you back pain. So a lot of time back pain is not something wrong with your back, actually something wrong with your organs or your digestion. So people go to a chiropractor to fix their lower back, but it's really not the actual bones that are the problem. It's actually your organs. or actually your digestion that's causing you back pain. Okay. Now let's stand like this again. Do some breathing. And now let's do some internal meditation. So you can stand like this, get somewhere comfortable or in any comfortable position. You could be seated or standing. And I want you to imagine, first of all, imagine white light going directly into your lungs. Okay, your lungs are here. So imagine you're gathering white light going into your lungs. You breathe in, it's very healthy, very energetic, very healing white lights. And I want you to smile. And just imagine white flowers blossoming. And that white energy filling up or permeating your whole lungs, your left and your right lung, inside, expanding. And then breathe out. And then let that energy, or let any negative, dirty energy be washed out. Okay, so you're imagining white light going to your lungs. Feel the positive energy. Smile. Okay, and when you can feel the smile, so you can feel that smile energy going into your lungs. And imagine that white light blossoming like white flowers inside of your lungs. And then let it go. Do this a few times. White energy going into your lungs. Do a big smile with your face, ear to ear. Make sure you can feel your ears when you smile. Imagine the flowers blossoming, white flowers, and then relax. Next, I want you to imagine green energy going into your heart chakra, which is right here. Green energy. And then when it gets to your heart chakra, I want you to do a big smile. Imagine green flowers or bright green leaves blossoming in your heart chakra. And then relax, breathe out, gathering green energy into your heart chakra. Feel that love energy. Do a big smile. Imagine those leaves or whatever flowers that are green blossoming and becoming bigger. Then relax and let go. Into your heart chakra, green energy. Let go. Green, positive love energy. Do a big smile. And then let go. Now, gathering yellow energy to your stomach, which is, I think, here. And also your spleen, and your gallbladder is here as well, and your liver. So all those organs right here in the middle. Yellow energy. Gather that, feel that energy going through all the organs in the middle. Do a big smile. And imagine yellow flowers, bright sunflowers or daisies that bloom, and then just relax. Gather in yellow energy. Feel it inside your stomach, gallbladder, kidneys in the back, spleen, your liver. All those are right here. And then do a big smile. And the flowers are blooming. And relax. Big yellow flowers right into all the organs. Big smile and relax. And then next, want you to gather orange energy to your intestines. Orange energy to intestines, small intestines, big intestines, in your gut. And relax. Orange energy to your gut. Breathe in, do a big smile. Imagine orange flowers, orange color flowers blooming, and then relax. And a big smile, orange flowers. Feel the smile go down to your stomach, or your tummy, and relax. Big smile, orange flowers. Feel the smile on your face, in your ears, in your eyes, in your whole head. When you feel that feeling, then see if you move that feeling down your body into your gut, your intestines. And then once it gets there, you can see and visualize the orange flowers blooming, and then relax. Now gather red energy to your sex centers, and then relax. Gather energy to your sex centers, red energy, and then smile. And then imagine red flowers blooming, nice big red roses. Gather, smile, relax. Gather energy to your sex centers. So this could be your testicles, if you're a man, or ovaries. Imagine energy going there. And then relax. Or your uterus. So just imagine red energy. Relax. Red energy to your sex centers. Big smile. And relax. Red energy. Big smile. Feel the red energy going to your organs. Visualize the big red flowers blooming. And relax. Okay. Come back to our starting position. And just focus your awareness back to your center, your dantian. All right, now open your eyes and then do a brushing. So you can brush your head like this, brush your ears, brush your face, brush your neck and shoulders. What you're doing is brushing off or aligning your magnetic energy. So brush down your arms, down your fingers, back of your hand. Flip your hand over and then brush the other side of your hand and your forearms. Brush the inside of your arms and the fingers. This. Brush your armpits. This. It's a nice lymph massage. Okay. Brush down your chest. Both hands, one hand on the side like this. Brush down your center. Push down the side of your body. Brush behind you. Brush behind you. And then brush your legs. Side of your legs. Inside of your legs. Down your knees. Your shin. Behind your shin. Behind your knees. Your calves. Side of the calves, inside of your calves. And then brush your feet. And then stomp. And then whenever you stomp, just like you're shaking loose all the negative energy. It's like you have water on your hands and you're just flinging the water and shaking it off. Okay, and just, you want to feel that your feet are very heavy, like you have those lead boots on. And then when you lift it, it kind of takes effort to lift it. And then, oh, like this, you drop. It takes effort to lift it, and then just let it drop with, just relax and drop. So don't actually use your muscles to stomp, just let the gravity do the work for you. Let gravity shake your body. All right, so that's it for our Qigong meditation. How do you guys feel? So in this webinar, I'm going to show you how to attract abundance with meditation and meditation technology. I'm going to show you some ways that you can sabotage your own success and how to avoid it. Actually, since I began this preparing this webinar, there's more than 3 ways. There's 5 ways now. I'm going to show you the 12 steps to manifest anything and a simple process to create massive transformation in your life. And who is David Wong? I'm a Qigong energy practitioner. I was able to use energy healing and technologies to heal myself from an incurable disease. And now I'm totally healed. I had 10 years of this problem. And the doctors told me that I had to be on medication and then there was no cure. I had to basically live with it for the rest of my life. I had ulcers in my digestion. For 10 years, I had this and I had no idea how to fix it. I tried everything. And then through Qigong practices and through technology, I was able to self-heal and cure myself from this. So that's one of the main reasons why I am here on this webinar to share this with you, because my life was completely changed and improved. I was totally tired every day. I was sick and pain, depressed, broke, and I was able to transform myself through these techniques and these practices. Changed me, not only my health, but also my mentality, the way I think, so that I can attract more positive things, attract abundance into my life. So some of you may want to manifest things in your life and to create new things. It doesn't have to be material. Let's say you want to just help change the world. Well, you can use these techniques to help you do that as well. So you basically literally use these teachings I'm going to share with you to manifest anything, whether it is somebody, something in the world in general. You want to help the world, you want to save the world, you want to give to the world. You can use this system that I developed, or you just want to make more money in your job, or you just want to get in better shape, or you just want to find your soulmate. You just want to meet somebody that is the right person for you, or you want to have better relationships. So all these things can be achieved through this system. So I'm also the inventor of Qi coils, the Qi coil system, which you may already have. Some of you already have these. And also the resonant wave technology. You can see the oral coil and also the wand down there. These are wellness technologies that actually are tools to help you to transform yourself, transform your health and your mind, transform your basically everything that you do. And another interesting fact is that I'm a musician. I've been studying music basically all my life, and also I'm a martial artist. So I've used all those lessons and all those skills that I have accumulated through my life to create these technologies, frequencies, harmonies, in order to change your energy that I learned from music. Chi energy healing, the use of energy and the manipulation of energy to heal, that I learned from Qigong. And also I learned how to develop some technology as well, because I had I got into engineering in university. I had a full scholarship, $10,000 scholarship to study engineering university. So I have a little bit of a technical background as well. So now I combine all these things. So what does that matter to you? Well, today, oh yeah, by the way, if you stay till the end, I'm going to share with you, I'm going to give you a free link to a free mystery frequency at the end of the webinar. And if you stay till the end, you're going to get that link for that. So to cover, okay, so today we're going to talk about, let's start with the 5 negative constricted frequency energies. Okay, so in this world, it's very simple. There's negative energy and then there's positive energy. So negative energy, there's different kinds. And there's basically 5 kinds of negative energy that affect you subconsciously or consciously. Okay, and negative energies are also known as constricted energies because they actually collapse and constrict your life in general. The first one is hostile energy. So do you know people who are generally don't like people? Say I. People that have hostile energy, they just, in general, they don't like people. Whenever they meet new people, they are hostile towards them for no reason. And that's one thing that could possibly sabotage. So if you catch yourself meeting someone new, and then for some reason you just have this negative attitude towards them, and you're somehow hostile towards them, then maybe you should start changing your attitude a bit. Like, try this exercise. Let's say you meet someone, you don't like them. For some reason, you don't know why. You don't like them, okay? Now, intentionally say in your mind, okay, I like them. And they're pretty good. They're not bad. I like this person. I like this girl. I like this guy. Even though you just don't feel like you like them. And then see what happens with your interaction with this person from that point forward. Now, when that person, if they still do something harmful to you, then you know the truth, right? Because you had the original or the preemptive attitude of liking them in the first place, but they proved you otherwise. They proved that they actually harmed you or hurt you. Then that is the truth. Whereas people, or sometimes we do, we have hostile energy. We have the preconceived notion that that person is going to hurt us right off the bat, or this person is going to do harm to us. And then we automatically put a block in front of us. And then when they do something that's neutral, we see it in the light that they're trying to harm us, because we already had this precognition that they're going to harm us. So now we basically had a negative energy that created this negative circumstance that never existed in the first place. Okay, so instead of having a negative attitude towards somebody, or hostile energy, or feeling that you don't like them, see if you can turn that around and just purposely say, I like this person. Okay, just say it out. And when you say that, it will program your subconscious, will program your brain to start thinking, okay, I like this person. And now you start seeing positive things that this person does. Even if it's neutral, instead of seeing it as something bad, now you have seen it as something good. Okay, so that's the number one thing that usually sabotages our energy and sabotage our success, is that we have hostile energy towards people that don't really deserve it. And if we just change our mind to say, I like them, and then evaluate what their actions are after that, Now, if they do actually harm you, or if they do actually do something negative, then the truth is now known. But if they do something good, now you have the chance that you would never have had before if you originally said, I don't like this person. And you never had that relationship or never started given that opportunity to do something good in your life. Okay, so that's the first one. Does that make sense? Are you guys following? Are there any instances that you sometimes feel hostile energy to other people? And do you think that by just changing your energy to say, I like them, or I like him, or I like her, do you think that's going to change your circumstances or change the energy of that relationship? So I'll let you think about that yourself. So the second one is anxious energy. So right now, we do a survey and everybody's experiencing anxiety because of what's happening in the world. We don't know what's going to happen. There's so much uncertainty right now. And anxious energy, where does it come from? It comes from fear of losing control. Everybody feels anxious because we don't know what's going to happen. And we have this fear. It's like, what's going to happen in the future? What's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to the world? What's going to happen to my friends, my family? And we feel like we are losing control. But what can we do when we feel that we lose control? Now, in life, can we control everything that happens in the world? Of course, we cannot control everything, but are there things that we can control? What is the one thing that we can control in the world? The most direct control. Okay, let's take a look. That's right, ourselves. Let's say there's three kinds of things. Things that happen to the world, other people, and ourselves. Which one do we have the most control over? That's right, it's ourselves. It's not the world, what happens out there. We have the least control of it. It's not other people. We may have some control over what other people do, but we don't have direct control. The only direct control we have is ourselves. So by understanding what you can control and what you cannot control, that will help you to lessen your anxiety, wouldn't it? Lessen your fears. Right. And some people say, how about our feelings? Well, feelings can also be controlled. Some people let their feelings control them, but then some people can control their feelings. So what is the difference between the two kinds of people? I think it's just knowing the skills of how to control your feelings. For example, what we just did today, we had the response from you guys saying that, okay, I feel more hopeful. I feel relaxed. I feel happy. What did you just do? Where did those feelings come from? Those feelings came from what you did, the exercise, the meditation, the practice that you did, the breathing, the visualization. So what have you actually done? You actually control your feelings from your actions. So the key, what is the key of anxious energy? How do you reverse anxious energy? It is to take action and do what you can control. Do what you can directly control, which is control your actions. Because you may not be able to control your feelings, but you can control your actions to change your feelings, just like what we did in the meditation today. Okay, so one very positive thing that you can do if you have anxious energy is to become productive. Put your energy into doing something. It could be to do more meditation, like what we just did. It could be to exercise. It could be to drink more water. It could be to physically smile more, like what we did. It could be to attend a webinar. It could be to spend some money, invest in some technology to help you, or any kind of products that can help you feel better and change the way that you feel. Because when we get anxious energy to control us, that fear starts to rule our lives. And then the more it lets us rule our life, then the more we fear, and then so on. So now we have this cycle of fear, and then our world gets smaller and smaller and smaller and more constricted because we close our minds off and we start to basically live very fearful lives. And we never move forward, and we get stuck there because we're not productive. We don't actually take action to change our circumstances and to change ourselves. So that's the second way of negative energy that can sabotage your success, sabotage your moving forward, and keep you stuck for who knows how long. So the third one, the third negative constrictive energy that can sabotage your success, and that is avoidant energy. So we did hostile energy, anxious energy. Third one is avoidant energy. And this is the fear of failure and criticism. And this starts for most people in a young age. They probably don't get enough encouragement from their parents or from their peers or from themselves. And what happens is you fear failure so much and what other people say to you and criticism that you start to avoid doing things, avoid success. You literally avoid success like the plague. For example, you might see somebody who has a career with many different jumps. Once they get to a certain point in a position, they quit, or they get to a certain level in the relationship, they break up, or they get to a certain level in success, they stop, and they run away. Why is that? It's because maybe in their mind they're afraid of success because they might be afraid of failing. They get to a certain point and they say, okay, this is getting out of control. I'm not sure if I can keep succeeding. Well, I'm not sure what other people are going to say if I fail. There's too much fear. So what happens is they just give up or they just stop. And what happens is now you become stuck. You just sabotaged your own success. Right, it's self-sabotage. That's right. So fear of failure. And you start to avoid commitments because of failure. You avoid opportunity. You avoid people that are potentially beneficial for you. You avoid circumstances and so on. You have avoidant energy because of fear of failure. Okay, so if you don't have this is great, but this is just opportunity for you to kind of assess yourself and ask yourself, do I have these things? And then maybe something that you can improve. So how do you overcome this fear of failure and criticism? What's one way of doing it? Any ideas? Johara says, first accept it. Right. First be aware that, yeah, this is what I'm doing. Look at your past and say, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm actually avoiding success. Because I'm afraid to fear. I'm afraid to fail. I'm afraid of criticism. And Renata said, yes, slowly taking chances. Yeah. Get some small wins under your belt. Start to build up your confidence. Yes, forgive yourself. Right? You may have failed in the past, and it was painful, and people criticized you, and it was painful. But learn to overcome that. Learn to forgive yourself, and say, hey, don't take yourself too seriously, right? Just keep moving on. But one way to do it is to start to get some small wins in your life. Try something small, something with very little risk that even if you fail, it's no big deal. Okay? Look for that and then attempt it. And then if you fail, then who cares? It's not even a big deal in the first place. But if you succeed, if it works out for you, then now you build a little bit of confidence. And now maybe people will say, hey, you did it pretty good there, or that's pretty cool what you did, or that's really neat what you did there. And you start to get positive feedback. And focus on the positive feedback, and then evaluate yourself. And the one key thing to do is to write down specifically what you did and how you did it. Because a lot of times we get too hard on ourselves. And even when we do something that's great, we kind of downplay that to ourselves and say, well, it's not that great, or I was just lucky, or it's not really that, that great at all, or we start to criticize ourselves. But let's say that you are exercising, right? And your goal is to exercise 20 minutes a day. So you chart on the chart. You exercise 20 minutes a day for the next 7 days, just 1 week. Okay, something easy. Or maybe you just want to do 5 minutes a day for the next 3 days. Okay, that's it. 5 minutes a day for the next 3 days. Something easy, something that is, if you fail, no big deal. It's only 3 days. And then you do that. And you exercise and you succeed. It's okay, yeah. In 3 days, I exercise 5 minutes a day. No problem. Piece of cake, right? But write it down. And you see on the chart that you actually succeeded. So you can physically and externally verify your success. Because many people, what they do is they have success and they have goals that are not written down. And what happens is you say, oh, I'm just going to exercise more. And you do exercise more. And then after a while, you say, oh, I'm not getting results. And then you don't have anything external to show yourself that you actually succeeded. Okay, so write down what your goals are. Set really small ones that you know you're going to achieve. Set small ones that you know you're going to achieve. Don't set goals that you don't think you're going to achieve. I know people say you got to set big goals and things like that. But if you're at this point in your life and you have this avoidant energy, set goals that you absolutely know that you cannot fail. Okay, goals that you can achieve. Like, let's say I want to exercise for 2 minutes today. Okay, you know you can do that. Anybody can do that. Okay, so set small, tiny goals and then write them down. And then when you achieve the goal, look back and say, oh, I did this. I checked all these boxes off. And now you can externally verify so that you can't lie to yourself anymore. You can't be hard on yourself anymore. You can't be negative to yourself because it shows on paper exactly what you did. So somebody asked earlier, okay, how does this help you attract abundance? How does this help you become more abundant in life, make more money, have more success, help the world, be more effective in relationships? Well, it all comes down to what you can attract, right? Because if you have all this negative energy, it's constrictive. It limits what you can do in life. It limits you. And it's the opposite of abundance. Abundance is expansive. Abundance is universal. It's huge. It's infinite. So if you put yourself into an energy or attitude of constrictedness, negativeness, then it's just opposite of abundance. So let's move on to the next two very important ones. So pay attention. Next one is depressive energy. And depressive energy can come from lack of love and self-worth. And it makes you anticipate abandonment, loss, and sadness. So in my life, I suffered from depression as well. When I was younger, I almost went bankrupt and I lost someone I loved. And I was in a string of and many years of depression. And it was really tough because you have such low self-worth. You don't see what you're worth, and then you don't feel any recognition from people, and you kind of lose energy, you lose hope, you lose confidence, and then you kind of get stuck there and you stay there. So what do? Well, first you have to understand what you're doing when you do that. Is that when you're depressed, you're being really hard for yourself because you don't feel any self-worth. And then when you get into new relationships, or you get into new situations or new opportunities, you start anticipating that you're gonna fail. You start anticipating that it's gonna be a bad experience. You start anticipating that the person's gonna abandon you, or that person is going to do something horrible or harmful to you. So you have this negative attitude about what's going to happen. So how do we overcome that? Well, one way is to know that these emotions are necessary, because in life, we can't control some things. Somebody passes away, some accident happens. It's outside of control, okay? It's just part of life. So we can't say, okay, I'm not gonna feel sad. I'm not gonna feel depressed. I'm not gonna feel hurt, because that's normal. That's part of life. and we can't control that. And it's normal as humans to go through those feelings and go through those emotions. But we have to learn how to elevate ourselves above those feelings. Let's say that somebody passed away. Well, of course, you need to mourn for them. So give yourself a time. Let's say, I know I'm going to mourn. Give yourself, let's say, 1 month to mourn for this person. And all you do every day is just mourning for this person. So just feel that, just experience that. And it's part of life. Mourning or sadness or depression even is part of life. But don't stay there. Give yourself a time limit and then get those emotions out. And learn to do things to elevate your mood. What can you do if you're sad to elevate your mood? Well, we just did one of those things today. What was it? Meditation? How about this? Yeah, smile. Listen to music. Go into nature. Yeah. So what's great is with this Qigong meditation you did, you can do this in nature, and you can do this while smiling. You can laugh. You can eat. Do something fun. Pick up a hobby. Do something that you enjoy to do. Do whatever it is. Get yourself moving. Do some exercise if you like exercise. Play some video games if you like video games. Watch some funny movies. There's lots of funny movies. Just search comedy. Don't watch the sad movies. Watch the funny movies, okay? Do yoga, that's right. So adopt some practices. Take action to do things that are going to elevate your mood so you don't feel so sad. And then you do those more, then eventually you can come out of that depression. Play with your dog. Yeah, I have 2 dogs. I love playing with them. They say, yeah, this stress relief, just to pet your dogs relieves the stress. So think about what things you can do to elevate your mood and make yourself feel better. Because when you can do that, now you're controlling your emotion. But I also understand that those emotions are necessary. You have to have those emotions. We all need to feel them. Because if we don't feel them, we keep them stuck inside of us, and we don't experience what we're supposed to experience, like mourning and sadness and loss, then those feelings kind of get locked up away, and they may actually hurt us in the future. And that's what causes more negative energies in your life. Now, the final one of overcoming negative energy is resentful energy. And this usually comes from lack of parental love and affection. Feeling that everybody is against me. Okay, so who sometimes feel this? Who sometimes knows somebody who feels this is somebody just resents everybody. They think the whole world is against them, and they feel like they're the victim all the time. Always complaining that everybody is against me, nobody likes me, and so on. Or they take every little gesture or every little action as something that's hurtful or something that's disdainful towards them. The cause is usually the lack of parental love or lack of love, a lack of affection. They didn't experience enough love and being accepted by someone that's important to them, and feeling that it's okay to be them. So they feel like everybody's just criticizing them, everybody's just against them. What do you do? Well, one important thing in life to learn, one skill is to learn not to take things personally. Don't take it personally. A lot of times when somebody says something, somebody does something, it's not about you. It's just about who they are, who they're thinking, or the way that their mental attitude is. Maybe they have one of the 5 negative energies in their life, and that's dominating them. So it's got nothing to do with you. It's just that they have that negative energy in their life. Okay, so if you're able to separate what they do from yourself, and then see that, okay, they're not doing it to you, it's just how they're acting, it's just what they do in general, then you start not to take it seriously, and then now you can get over that resentful energy. Does that make sense? So those are the 5 negative energies, and all these energies, the negative part about this, the sad part about this is that it's a cycle, right? You have negative energy or an attitude. That negative energy becomes negative behaviors. things that you do, negative, and then it becomes negative emotions, right? Negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative feeling. And then when you have those things, it becomes more negative energy. So it becomes a vicious cycle of being negative. And that's why people sometimes, and very often actually, they get stuck in their life and they never move on. They're the same person, same negative, unsuccessful, unhappy, unhealthy, poor person that they were 10 years ago or 20 years ago, because they never get out of this vicious cycle. Right. And what happens is that they become an energy vacuum. They actually they want to suck people into their negative energy so that they don't feel so bad themselves. Okay. So what can you do? I would avoid them. If you can't avoid them, try to see how you can help them, do these things that we talked about. Get them to send them this replay of this webinar, or get them the meditation technology, which actually helps. There's one other thing you can do, by the way, is, and what I did is to use this to program your negative emotions and turn them into positive emotions. And how it works, and a lot of people ask us, how do these QOs work? Well, your brain has brain waves, and your emotions can be converted to frequencies. Just like if you play music, if you play a happy song, how do you feel? You feel happy. You play a sad song, how do you feel? You feel sad. You play an exciting, energetic song, how do you feel? Energetic. So frequencies, just like in music, actually can program the way you feel, your emotions. It can actually make you feel more energetic. It can actually make you elevate your mood. So what the cheat codes do is, not only does it play a frequency as a sound like music, it changes the sound into energy waves, magnetic waves, because music is good, but then you only hear it with your ears. But what this does is it turns it into energy wave, and you basically literally hear it with your whole body. So your whole body is receiving that energy, that positive energy, just like your ears can hear music. So with this, you can change your negative behaviors, change your negative emotions with technology, because you can do this with meditation. You can do this by exercising, and do this by just thinking more positive. You can do this by doing all those things I told you about. But what if there's a tool that can help you speed it up and then do it for you? Because sometimes we're just so tired, and we just so down in the dumps that we need something extra to help pick us up, to help get us that extra boost, right? And so this is what it is, and that's what I use. That's the small version for people who just want to get started. If you're more serious about it, if you want to affect your whole house with the energy, then you can get a bigger version like the Aura Coil here. Okay, so when people have negative energy, in general, is that there's a fear of the unknown, the fear of what they can't control. So what happens is that people start to constrict their view of the world. If something new comes in, they want to reject it. If something different comes in, they want to reject it, because they want to be able to have a view that's small enough so that they can understand and they can control it. So they make it smaller and smaller and smaller, because the smaller it is, then it's easier to control. When it starts to get expansive and more bigger and bigger and bigger, then it's outside of control. They get uncomfortable and they can go back to a small world view. Okay, so what's the opposite of that? Okay, we talk about all this negative stuff. Of course, we don't want to stay there, right? Awesome. Okay, so here's some ways that you can expand positive energy. So first way is to see life as an exploration, and to have a childlike curiosity. Sometimes we see life as too seriously, as things that happen. But if you see life as an exploration and have that curiosity, have the curious mind, then life doesn't seem so tough anymore. Right? What do you think? Do you agree? If you see life as a journey, as an exploration, as a process, then even if you come across negative circumstances, you have roadblocks or you have bumps in the road, then it's not as big of a deal, because you're exploring life. You want to experience even the bad parts of life, because that is what makes us human. So if you understand that life is an exploration rather than something that happens to us and we have to just survive, then you have this curious mind, and then life becomes easier, and now you're more positive. So what does that do with your attitude? Does it become constricted now or expansive? If you can start to see life as a journey and an exploration, what would that do? Exactly. It makes your mind expand because now your eyes are open and say, wow, what can I experience in this lifetime? Um, and then you welcome things more. You're more expansive. Like, okay, if something bad happens, that's fine. It's okay because this is just a part of the journey. We're gonna move on. Things are gonna get better. There's different things, different parts of the path. You can say, when we look back from now, a year or 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we can say, hey, it wasn't that bad. So think about it. If we come across another part in our life when we're having a hard time, just think about another hard time you had before. Looking back now, it's not that bad. So just think about it that way. Okay, so life is a journey, and we learn from from those mistakes that we make. We learn from the hard times that we endure. But if you can see that it's just exploration, then it'll change you and convert your negative into positive energy. The next one is adversity. Okay, so along the same lines is see adversity as opportunity, just like I said. So if you experience a bump in the road, well, instead of saying, okay, here's a bump in the road and I'm devastated and then this is going to affect me for my whole life, think of it as a opportunity to learn something or opportunity to grow. If you have a challenge, then think of it as, yeah, just like that, as a challenge. It's an opportunity for you to become better. It's an opportunity for you to create something new. And if you have that mentality, have that positive energy, then when adversities come, then it's not as tough, are they? Because actually you may be even motivated now because, oh yeah, it's like a challenge. It's like a game, right? Oh, here's a chance for me to play this game. Here's a chance for me to level up myself like in a game. Here's a chance for me to improve my skill. Here's a chance for me to become something I wasn't before. Here's a chance for me to explore again. Okay, so if you can convert the adversity, challenges in life, and turn it into opportunity for something better, there's so many motivational, inspirational stories that can attest to this. And I don't have any today, but for example, myself, right? I endured through a lot of pain and a lot of suffering, but then it was an opportunity because if I didn't go through that suffering, I wouldn't be here today sharing with you what I've been able to do, and I wouldn't be able to help people like you. You can see all the reviews of all the people using chi codes and resonant wands. People are, have no more arthritis pain, they have no more depression. People are actually having the cancer markers drop, their immune cells counts are increasing. People, who had pain all their life, back pain all their life, now don't have back pain anymore. There's people who are depressed or anxious, they feel more positive, they feel more energy. So I couldn't have done that if I gave up before, right? But now it was an opportunity for me to go through that journey so that now I can help other people like you to go through the journey yourself. And then hopefully that you go through the journey, you can help other people as well. And then you can help the whole world this way, right? So the third one is to see yourself as more than what you are. So dream big. That's the third way to have positive energy. If you can start to meditate, imagine what your life is going to be like, and imagine you as like a bigger version of you, and imagine that you have a bigger purpose in your life, and the bigger that you can dream, then the small obstacles or challenges and circumstances now become a lot smaller, don't they? Okay, it's because you can now you know what you're destined, or you know what you are or you want to strive towards. Okay, because if you don't have any hope, if you don't have any dream and a vision of where you want to go, then it's pretty shitty if you're in a shitty situation, right? Because you don't see any hope, you don't see any light, it's just darkness. But when you are able to create that light in yourself, see yourself as more than what you are, okay, start dreaming big and start having hope of the future, then it changes your attitude completely. It changes your energy. It turns from energy negative to positive, because now now you have this fuel that's going to drive you. You have this inspiration that's going to drive you, give you the energy to push through any obstacle that comes your way. So now you can have this energy to push through the obstacle that comes your way. If you see yourself as something more and feeling big. The fourth way is to recognize that your energy and your health is based on your willpower and your fuel and your passion. So long story short is that if you have passion, if you have a vision, and you have a calling or a purpose, then naturally you get more energy and naturally become more healthy, because now you have a direction. Now you're moving forward. Okay, so if you want to improve your health, you want to improve your energy, just find something that you're passionate about, and then no matter how tired you are, it's gonna give you the energy to keep working or keep being productive, because it's your passion. So find that passion, find that energy. So now you can literally create positive energy in your life just by knowing what your vision is and knowing what your purpose is. Alan wants to know if these devices will help elderly people with dementia and depressed. For sure, if they're depressed, if they help them, because I use it for my mom, my dad, and they're in their 70, I think, yeah, they have 70 now. So depression, I'm pretty sure it does. Dementia, I'm not sure. We don't have many people with dementia use our product, but I'm sure you can try it out, and I'm sure it'll have some positive effect. Okay. Okay, the next one is seeing others as facts of nature. So the sixth way of helping others or helping yourself have more positive energy is to see other people as facts of nature, just like flowers or rocks. So instead of, if somebody does something bad to you, instead of saying, oh, that's a bad person, and then get angry at them and then be resentful and bitter and all that stuff, if you can change your attitude and just see them, oh, it's just like something that happened in nature. It's just like the weather. Okay, it rained today, or it was cold today, or it snowed today, or it was sunny today. It's out of your control. Or the waves are big today, or just like things that happen in nature. Then you won't be so judgmental. Then you won't be so stressed out if somebody does something. You just say, oh, that's just the kind of person they are. That's just the fact of nature. And do you think that's going to help you become more positive with other people now? Or at least have them stress you out less? What do you think? Let's say somebody's on your nerves all the time. They're totally negative and they have all those negative energies, all 5 of them, to the 9s. And then whenever you interact with them, they stress you out and you can't get rid of them. Would it help you if you just thought of them as just a part of nature and have an attitude of saying that, oh, that's just the way they are, and that's just part of the universe, and if there's good people, there must be bad people, just like in the movie Unbreakable, right? There's superheroes, there's supervillains. So if you just see them, okay, he or she is just a supervillain. There's nothing you can do about it. So if there's supervillains, there must be superheroes. And then look for superheroes instead. Do you think that's going to help you be less stressed out, have more positive energy? What do you think? That's right. Okay. So once again, positive energy can be turned into a positive energy cycle. Having positive energy, having good attitude will result in positive behaviors. If you have positive behavior, it'll give you positive emotions. You have positive emotions, give you more positive energy. So now you can go in the upward spiral of positivity to transform your life. Okay, so those are the 5 negative energy, constrictive energies, and also positive ways of converting them into positive energy. Okay, so if you want to learn more about these, I have a course, and it's called a transformation course. And you can take it separately, but you can also get the course when you get the transformation system. So I'm combining things that can help you attract abundance, attract prosperity. There's 5 levels to it, which you can see here. I'm not getting into it right now, but there's 5 steps, 5 weeks of learning how to go from wherever you are to where you want to be prosperous. And then also combining it with meditation practices and also technology that help you get there. And when you get a transformation system, you also get a whole bunch of, well, first of all, you get the gold chi coils with the belt clips and the accessories and the case and the magnets. And you also get the master frequency collection, which has about, I think, 50 frequencies. And you get also powerful meditation and abundance amplifying frequencies. There's about 120 frequencies in here. So you get about 150 frequencies. You get all the levels of the courses. And also, if for a limited time, you get $535 in additional free bonuses. And what that is you get the Qigong meditation course, you get the immune boost frequencies, you get the colloidal silver, and we also donate a portion of the proceeds to healthcare providers. So you can get that with any system, actually. So any Qigong system and any of our resonant systems. So that's all available. If you're interested in that, you can go to Qi Life Store, QILifestore.com. You can call our number, 1-833-374-2645. If you want to learn more. And as I said, I'm going to give you, at the end of the webinar, I'm going to send you a link to our new meditation frequency, which is this one, which is called, it's for depression. So you're transforming depression into courage. And it's a lung meditation, and I'm going to send you the link. Okay, so hopefully I can help you experience more energy, more positive energy. I think that's my purpose, is to help elevate people's life, give you more energy, make you feel better mood, so that you can attract more good things in life, clear out the negative energy, attract positive things. And now is a really good time to be working on yourself, because we're staying at home, we don't have that much to do. And especially now, we need to do this. We need to meditate. We need to calm ourselves and center ourselves, so that with all the crazy things happening around the world, we can at least stay centered and stay focused and stay productive while we are waiting for things to improve. So it's really a good opportunity to start to meditate more. Good opportunity to start to explore some of these technologies, so that you can experience more calmness, experience more openness and positivity. And then by the time things become better and we go back into the world, then we can be a lot more positive and make more change, or even do now and make more change now in your life. Okay, so thanks for coming, and we're just here next week. So make sure you tell your friends. And oh yeah, here's the link for the free frequency, and help support us. Post this link to your Facebook pages. Here's the link. Post this link to your Facebook pages or email it to your friends, so that they can also get this meditation video that I just sent you. Okay, final words from Roger. She says, I believe you are something. Then, of course, you need something to solve your problem. However, if you realize that you are nothing, then you truly do not need anything at all. Life is just an illusion. Okay, great. All right, so take care and stay resonant, stay positive, stay strong. See you next week.